Hi Leo, welcome to your reading for mid-January 2021. Though you all know time is fluid, so whenever you find the video, to me, it's the right time. This is going to be for Leo's Sun, Moon, or Rising, always. Those intuitively guided to the channel, you just trusted your intuition. Welcome, I'm glad you did. Those who may be checking on Leo, understand that your guides know that, and they'll probably have messages for you. So hopefully you're open to that. Whatever brought you to the channel, I want to welcome you. Whatever brought you to the video, thank you for paying attention to your intuition. All right, let's get into your reading. We're going to start with the Mother Mary Oracle deck. And we're going to allow one or two. Well, we're not going to allow it. Hopefully one or two comes out for advice for this month. And then we'll read from the book at the end of the reading. But I'd like to see how it plays into your reading. So let's go ahead and begin. And then we're going to bring in the tarot. I have a couple new decks. I'm really loving them. You guys will let me know what you think. Okay. Let's begin. Leo, one of my favorite signs. Many of you know my son's birthday was on August 12th. My mother, August 5th. They're together now in heaven. My boyfriend is on the cusp. He's the 23rd, so he's Virgo, but he's on the cusp of Leo. Wow, we have Miracle, and I have to tell you, Virgo just got this also. And I just did their reading yesterday, so interesting. And you saw how many shuffles I give it. Interesting that it came out again. It's a good sign. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. I know this talks about being open to, being open to these miracles. They're unexpected. It's about signs that you will receive. So I know in this reading already that we're going to get a lot of signs that you'll relate to, because this is the energy of paying attention to the signs, right? Knowing that the signs are coming from the highest, so you can trust in that. But beautiful, miracle. All right, let's bring in, this is called the Tarot of Dreams. Tarot of Dreams. I'm still learning these cards, but I like to learn as I go with you here. Let's give them a cut. It's a heavy deck. Dense, maybe, is the word. All right. Let's begin. We open with the Seven of Wands. That can be a little defensive energy. Trying to get others to see your point of view, your side of things. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe sometimes it doesn't matter if certain people see your perspective. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll keep going. Oh boy. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords. I feel like you're trying to explain to someone things that you've gone through, right? Like injustices done to you. If we just look at the image of this card, we have 10 swords coming at this guy, right? In the back. That's never good. In the back. Sometimes unexpectedly. I feel like in the Ten of Swords, we have to see our part in it also so we can clear it. And that may just be that I took more swords than I needed to. They just kept coming, and maybe I just allowed them, so to speak. But nonetheless, this feels like energy of you trying to show your point of view. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Six of Swords. Let me tell you why that's good that it showed up. So we opened the reading in, again, somewhat defensive energy, right? This may be one person where, whether you're trying to get them to see your perspective or you wish they would see your side of it, I feel like with the Six of Swords now showing up, what it's saying is whether they see your point of view or not, I feel like you're moving on. Six of Swords is the energy of looking at those five swords, you know, and it's interesting that I'm saying the five swords because we have to go one card back. And even if we go one card ahead, it can be untrustworthy energy, and that's certainly what it feels like in the Ten of Swords. Because again, these swords are piercing the back. Can't even see them coming, right? So I feel like with the Six of Swords, this is you saying, you know what, I'm ready to leave this toxicity behind. You know, the Five of Wands right before it is really resistant energy. However, in the same breath, I want to say that the Five of Wands to me is also about like-minded individuals who sometimes neither wants to let down their guard, right? Walk away from the argument type of thing. So it keeps going, right? Neither wants to back down. Now this could be one person, and this could be a group of people. But the Six of Swords, I'm seeing that for what it really is, and I'm saying, that's it. I'm leaving it behind. Maybe this was your words to someone. You know, you keep putting these swords in my back. You can't see my perspective. You're not feeling my side of it. So you leave me no choice but to walk away. But I want to say in the Six of Swords also, where you're heading is to much calmer waters. You're leaving the rough waters behind, and it's like, I'm ready to go to calmer waters. We have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's interesting, we have swords and wands. We have the Page of Cups, and now we bring some cups into it. You know, the Page of Cups to me is about learning to love myself. Starting to put myself first, not in an egotistical way. It's knowing that, listen, I have a limited time on this earth, and here I was in these Ten of Swords, right? This is a period of time. You know, if they all came at once, I think we would just drop down and die, right? So I feel like it's a period of time, but now you're looking at things a little differently. Again, the Six of Swords is definitely helping with that because I don't want the toxicity in my life anymore, and I am going to put myself first. And I feel like that's the best thing to do. I feel like divine is behind you, and something is coming your way that's going to help you. King of Swords, well, this feels like someone that you're trying to talk to. This could be someone, you know, the King of Swords is normally someone who lives in the truth, but maybe for the time being, they're not. Jeez. We have the Eight of Swords. Wow, Leo. I don't know the last time I did a reading where you had so many swords. So the Eight of Swords is an armor you create around yourself. It's interesting that she's naked, yet her back is turned to us. And to me, that represents, am I living in my authentic skin? Am I being who I truly am? Or have I allowed these 10 swords to kind of hold me in place, stop me from having new experiences, maybe for a time being? But I feel like because it's also attached to the Five of Wands, and five asks for change, right? So if I want to change something, I have to look at it. I have to understand what I'm changing. And I feel like the Eight of Swords is representing a time period, maybe for a while. You just haven't, right? You just haven't thought about yourself, um, and your own experiences, right? So I do feel like there's been this Eight of Swords. It's like a self-created prison. You know, the key word is self, because it is us, ourselves, who create this armor. And the good news with that is it's up to us then to drop that armor. Doesn't have to mean I take someone back. I tell them they were right. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means that you no longer are going to hold yourself back from soul's experiences that that you're meant to have. You're not going to allow the fear of this 3D world to keep you in place anymore. You know, you're learning to love yourself. You're learning to drop those swords. I feel like one by one by one. Those swords, by the way, have nothing to do with your spirituality. I'm just noticing how the swords are coming out of the earth. You know, they're coming upward. And I feel like that talks about, you know, this is not spiritual in nature. This is about our earthly mind and our earthly limitations that we place upon ourselves, right? And I have to say self because this is a self-made energy. But nonetheless, I feel like you're overcoming that. His swords are pointing right up to the Five of Wands. You know, if I've been trying to get someone to see my perspective and they just refuse to, I feel like this is saying, don't stay in that energy. Don't think that if they don't see your perspective, well, then, you know, all is lost. You know, maybe something is meant to close. Maybe, you know, whoever has caused these swords in your back, again, they're in your back, you know, so some of them you didn't even see coming. So whoever, it's like, don't allow them to pull you into your ego. Um, Move back into your heart center. Trust yourself. Remember your self beliefs. And allow those swords to start to drop out so that you can continue to move forward. Don't let anyone hold you back. You know, if this is relating to love and it didn't work out, just tell yourself that. You know what? They don't all work out. Sometimes I've got to learn just to let it go. Because I feel like if I stay, well, more swords are going to come in my back. Beautiful. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming under the Six of Swords. So right off the bat, it shows us when we start to move away from the toxicity, right away the waters get calmer. Now we still have to find our footing in it, right? But you will. And I feel like this Ace of Pentacles is related to the miracle that Mother Mary brings into the reading. You know, the Ace of Pentacles to me is about something that comes into your physical world here on earth to help you, right? To help you move forward, to give you an opportunity. You know, it can be the beginning of a new type of abundance for you. We have the Page of Wands. It can certainly be first of all, the Page of Cups. I don't know if I said that. That can be the energy also of a younger water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Can be of a younger time also, but in this reading, I know for a fact it's also about you. And, you know, are you loving yourself enough? Are you, you know, allowing, because in the Eight of Swords, I must be allowing something. And in the same breath, am I stopping myself from my own experiences? The Ace shows up to say, you know, good job for leaving that energy behind and moving forward, even if I'm carrying some of the pain with me. The Ace is like an opportunity. So we have the Page of Wands, can certainly be Leo, another Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Again, can be of younger time. But the Page of Wands to me is, you know, it's something's brewing that gives you an opportunity to get excited again. Something is coming to the forefront, right? It's in the atmosphere. It may not have reached us yet, or maybe it has, right? Excuse me. We'll come back and clarify all these people. Let's get our last 3 cards. I just have to say, for those Leos that are here, I just have not seen you in this much sword energy in a while. And I feel like this is a collective energy. You know, again, didn't just happen. It's something that's been in my environment for a while. Okay, I don't know that I want to take all these cards. I guess we should, right? They made it to the table, so let's take them. All right, we have the 5 of Coins. So, 5 of Coins, 5 of Pentacles coming right under the Page of Cups. So this is, you know, this is you truly learning to love yourself again, starting to put yourself first. 5 of Pentacles, you know, it's the energy of my hand being forced. At least it feels that way. This is the energy of the wounded warrior. You know, and that's tough, right? It means we're wounded, and I feel that in the 6 of Swords for you too. Like there's still some of the wounds that can be fresh, but I'm moving anyway. I'm moving forward anyway. 5 of Pentacles. Sometimes I didn't have a choice, but this is now the acceptance that I'm moving forward. You know, the 5 of Pentacles talks about, at least for me, I have to keep saying that because people read cards differently. But to me, it talks about where you're moving towards. So, Six of Swords says you're moving to calmer water, right? The 5 of Pentacles talks about soul family that is being put in place for you. And that can be someone who remains in your life for the rest of your life. It can be somebody who comes in just for a minute to help maybe guide you a different way. Sometimes, you know, when we're in this energy, a soulmate can come along and it can certainly be romantic, but it doesn't always mean that they're the one. It just might mean that their job was to come in and activate your heart center again. Certainly feels like it had, like you were protecting it. And I think when you understand that this is a soul's journey, we're just using this human body, right, as our vessel. When we understand that, we become more open to all the experiences we should have. And they're not, you know, I don't feel like our soul contracts are all about lovey-dovey type of experiences. I feel some of them are hard. I also feel like we have to pay back some karma, you know. I hate to say that it's some time that you put swords in someone else's back, and now you're experiencing that, but that could be lifetimes ago also. So, anyways, the 5 of Pentacles is, even though it's saying you are the wounded warrior, it also talks about moving forward, and it also talks about a lot of soul help. Maybe this is what moves you more into your spirituality. It maybe this experience helps you open up to really all that is, instead of like in the Age of Swords, very limiting type energy. Well, let's keep going. Well, we have the Strength card. This is your card. This could certainly talk about, you know, this wounded warrior here moving into the energy of the Strength card. What that tells me is eventually you dig deep. You figure this out. You understand that you can overcome any experiences. It is showing me that you move on from that 8 of Swords, that you let that armor fall down. And that doesn't mean that you're wide open. You know, it's not saying just allow anything to happen. No, you've gained wisdom, right? If your eyes are wide open within this 10 of Swords, you must have had some reflection over it. So, you know, that's wisdom. And you learn to read people better, I think, also. But the Strength card is about digging deep and finding that warrior within myself, right? It's overtaming the beast, or overcoming the beast, or taming the beast. And sometimes that beast is me, and that can be in my limited ideas or my limited thought pattern. But I feel like, nonetheless, all of that seems to be changing. Some of you are really moving into your spirituality. And I do feel that eventually, wherever you're at in this journey, you will take a look at that ten of Swords. And I feel like then you understand it more, and therefore you can let it go. We have the Palace of Cups. Almost a dreamy type energy. It's connected to this Ace of Coins. It feels very dreamy. Maybe this is a time period where some of your dreams really start to manifest. Maybe they had, maybe they couldn't manifest in this heavy mental type energy of the Ten of Swords, and now that you're moving on from that, you're dropping that armor. The Ace of Pentacles shows up, right? So I feel like this is talking about something that's coming into your physical world, but it also feels very dreamy at nature. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is your seed of intention. These are your soul's seed of intention. These are pentacles that you planted, whether while you're here on Earth or before you came here. They're, I feel like they're bullet points to my life, and different seeds come in at different times. This card talks about patience, not trying to force something before it's time, right? Allowing it to fully manifest. But nonetheless, this is about your seeds of intention. So I do feel like these are about lessons, but also experiences. And, in between these pentacles is your free will. That's where you get to color, color between the lines, any color you want to use, right? However, however you want to look at it type thing. We're going to put these over here. We have the Three of Cups. So this is the energy of celebrating. Joy, joyous events. Is that a word? Joyous? I don't know. But nonetheless, it's things, it's people, it's life, and here I am celebrating it. So I feel like this is talking about, of the Seven of Pentacles, one of those seeds is now coming to fruition through the Ace of Cups. I do feel like I need to, I need to get somewhat of a clear mind here so that I can read the signs, because again, there is a miracle coming. Oh, well, what's it? Oh, Three of Cups. I'm like, what is in my hand? We have the Three of Wands. So this is a new way of looking at life, guys. This is looking out and being optimistic about what's to come. I don't know what's coming in the Three of Wands, but I know that now I'm putting a different twist on it. I'm looking out and not limiting myself, right? The world is my oyster, and I'm open to it. That's what the Three of Wands is. There's not mental energy of the past in this. This is all about bring on the future, right? And I feel like in the Three of Cups, again, it gives you something to celebrate. It's like the heavens are saying, we got to give them something to celebrate so we can start to move them more towards these true souls, these true desires, right? We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and interesting. I have the Six of Wands. It did come in reverse. We're not going to read reversals though, because these cards, I have to tell you, are very slippery. So they turn almost too easily. So we're not going to read reversals. But nonetheless, this is the energy of victory. This is the, in the Seven of Wands, it's almost like I want everyone to see my perspective. And here, you're kind of feeling that. You know why you're feeling that? I think is because you are now moving towards energy, again, of true soulmates. And I'm not just talking romantic, I'm talking in all ways. I do feel like you're moving towards this energy, and people will understand your perspective. Right here, it's like someone just could not see your side of it. And who cares? Almost, that's what I feel like. Like, who cares anymore? I don't care anymore. Because you've been holding, if I'm speaking to them, it's like, you've been holding me back. But listen, I've been holding myself back too. I allowed these swords to keep entering my back, but now that I see them, now that I get it, now that I understand, you're toxic to me. I'm moving on. And it's like the universe is saying, congratulations with this Ace of Pentacles. So this is the energy, I feel like this is the energy of victory, but I feel in this reading what it's talking about is you're really moving to a period where, listen, they're very like-minded people. You might find that in this reading also, like you relate to a lot of the comments, that type of thing. You know, be open to all the signs. This Queen of Cups is also attached to this. So for some of you, this Queen of Cups is part of it. You may be the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups talks about someone who doesn't shut love out of her life. In the upright, she is open to love. But listen, the Six of Wands is attached to that. So if I'm learning to open my heart again, I'm doing it with, you know, it's funny because I said like-minded energy up here, and maybe I thought that, but here I feel like this is true like-minded energy. So I feel like it's talking about a soulmate, and this can be in love, this can be in work, it can be in anything in life. But I like how it started with the page here. You know, in my atmosphere, learning I have to love myself. So we're going to keep them over here. Well, look at the bottom of the deck. So this is the energy I'm working on, and it's the Fool. And just looking at the picture, he's standing on the world. So he has control of this, right? He has control of it. It's not on his shoulders. He's standing on it. The Fool is the willingness to begin again, whether it be on my own. I don't feel like it has anything to do with this past energy. This is actually the letting go of it and coming into my next adventure free and clear. The Fool talks about taking a chance, right? Being willing to jump off the cliff every once in a while and trust that your angel's wings will catch you. So I love seeing the Fool here. Okay, let's bring in the clarifiers. This is the Gilded Tarot. You know, I call them clarifiers, but really what they do is they take us to a level deeper than where we're at right now. A level deeper, you know, more understanding. Give it one more. Okay. Let's start at the beginning. You know, if I don't understand where I was, then I won't understand where I'm going. I need to understand where I was. And maybe just on a spiritual point. It's like we got all of our cards at once. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. I feel like we already had the King of Cups. No, we have the King of Swords. I feel like I've seen the King of Cups. I don't know. We have the High Priestess. Come here for that Six of Swords. That's good. That's you trusting your intuition more. That's you allowing your intuition to guide you. because that's exactly what's happening. You know, she kind of looks like an angel there. So this could talk about, you know, your spirit team's help in guiding you forward. King of Cups is coming over this Five of Wands. So for some of you, you know, King of Cups may be an energy of someone who, again, could have caused those swords. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. Well, let's see what comes below him. We have the Six of Wands again, so energy of victory. We have the Lovers. The Lovers is coming over the Page of Cups, you know, and this could talk about someone that I have invested time in who has not invested time in me. And the sooner I see that, the sooner real love opens to me. Um, you know, true love. The Lovers, the card of Gemini, by the way, it's the energy of a head over heart decision, but it's also about the connection, truly feeling that connection with someone. And it's coming over or after the energy of the Six of Wands. Some of you, this King of Swords could certainly be someone who's coming in. Maybe this is your authentic um, soulmate. Maybe what I was in was more of a karmic type relationship. And truly, if that's the case, all I have to do here is understand the lesson, and then I put that behind me. Truly put that behind me. And I love that the Lovers then shows up. So for some of you, this is talking about an authentic type of love, and it may not have existed, you know, while I was in the Ten of Swords energy. How can I feel both? I don't know that I could. Oop. We have the Magician. Interesting. These are like all over the place. We have the Tower. The Tower over this Ace of Pentacles. What are you moving away from? What do you know? You know, what is your gut telling you it's time to move from? Well, these Tower energies, you know, sometimes I feel like I can't control this energy, and maybe these towers want to keep coming. Maybe that's why we ended up with 10 swords, right? Because they just keep on coming. Um, so, you know, your guides are saying, here's what you do. Again, understand what's toxic to you and what you need to walk away from, what you need to get out of your life. That is how you end your towers. That's it. That's how you end your towers. And I do feel like, I have to say, I feel like a lot of this was based on you learning, right? It's experiences that your soul gains. And again, for some of you, it's as simple as, did I stay too long? Did I take it too long? Um, and if I did, it's because mentally I thought I had to. Mentally, I told myself, right? Maybe I told myself there's no escaping it, but there is. The universe brings the tower. It can come on the shoulders of a person, but it's the universe who really brings the tower, and it's very clear why. Because there's something new, you know, it's like one of your seeds of attention are coming to the surface. You know, does it include the Lovers? Well, probably. Probably it does. Um, and I just feel like I wouldn't have recognized it. I wouldn't have saw it for what it truly is, this next thing coming, if I remained in this Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords energy. I had to free myself. The Magician over this Eight of Swords tells me that you freed yourself. And I just want to say congratulations. Like, I feel really proud of you right now. Like, congratulations for freeing yourself, no longer trapping yourself. Strength card right below that. So I know whatever was, you will overcome. I feel like you're looking at it from a spiritual lens now, also. You're trusting your intuition to move you forward. That tells me you won't miss the next blessing. All right, what do we have here? We have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is about knowledge. She wants to gain knowledge. He wants to gain knowledge moving forward. Why? Because as I gain this knowledge, it helps strengthen my own foundation. You know, maybe my foundation, there were some holes in it. It's like I replaster it, I rebrick it, I make it strong again. This is really a laid back energy I feel in the Page of Pentacles. You know, I'm not overthinking. I truly want to gain the wisdom of knowledge. Here he is holding that pentacle. Some of you, this may be an opportunity to go back to school. You don't have to be going to school. Maybe you just want to learn a new craft. And I feel like if that is your case with the Seven of Pentacles here, I feel like it's something that you'll just feel completely at home in, even if you're just beginning it. You know, you'll figure it out. That's exactly what you're meant to do. This is where you're feeling good. Again, I feel kind of peaceful in this energy, but I want to know more. I feel like this is taking you on a course of new things that, well, new ways of gaining knowledge. Again, in your physical world. This King of Cups up here, I feel like this is either someone, this could have certainly been part of who was in the Ten of Swords, but I also feel like this might be someone who maybe new coming in. And I feel like this is what I was I'm thinking, you know, if, let's say this is love, it doesn't have to be, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is about a cup that's coming towards you. You know, it's coming through the Four of Pentacles. That's your home. It's your home base, right? The four to me is a very stable foundation, right? The four pillars. Um, but for some of you, I feel like it's even in your home. And it may be coming from the King of Cups. And I feel like, you know, if this is something new that's opening up, do you move forward in it? Well, I think pay attention to your intuition. But I feel like what's the most important thing here is the clearing of the tower. You know, maybe you blame yourself for some of these towers. It's like let go of that, you know? Let go of that. We have the Ace of Swords. This could certainly be communication that's coming in. I feel like be open to new communication that's coming in. Coming over the Five of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords to me is also my yes card. So I feel like if someone came into the reading, maybe unsure if someone on your horizon is this connection from, let's say, the Seven of Pentacles, you know, trust your intuition. Don't allow past experiences to stop you from new experiences, right? The magician is always creating, always creating. But here's the thing though, always creating, but also creating within the Five of Swords. So here I am creating limited things for me. You know, for some of you, I feel like you may have been trying to bring that tower in. Maybe it was subconsciously. You know, because why? Well, I can't take it anymore. With the Ten of Swords, I can't take it anymore. So whether someone handed me that tower or I subconsciously wanted it to come in, here it is. And again, it carries the Ace of Pentacles, so it's a new opportunity, a new beginning. The Ace of Swords can be your own voice, trusting your own voice, trusting yourself, trust your intuition. Well, we have the Ace of Cups. So you have three aces in this reading. Three major, well, I mean, they're all major. But Ace of Cups. Coming over the Strength card. Overcoming. And then boom, here is this Ace of Cups. It's the beginning. You know, I always feel like aces, they show, but we have to reach out for it at the same time. We have to say yes to it. back here, even if these aces were to come out, I probably wouldn't say yes to them because I wouldn't understand their significance in my life. Here, down here, I am, right? The wounded warrior. I'm learning about that. I'm learning all about that. And then look at this, the chariot. Wow. Card of Cancer. But the chariot to me is a reward. It comes into my life really telling me that the sky is the limit. Everything is possible. I'm no longer looking at my limits. I'm looking at all that is. That's also what the Three of Wands says. I'm moving into a very optimistic energy. Um, so the chariot says, take me wherever you want. You know, this is about your dreams, your seeds of intention. Some of you, you're moving towards this lover's energy. And, you know, if you're asking yourself, is this the right person? Well, first of all, how do they treat you? You know, that's the first thing you've got to understand. And I feel like if I learned the lessons of the past and I move out of that toxic type energy, then I start attracting like truly like-minded energy. This lover's energy can be of any time. You know, for some of you, maybe you have not met them yet. For some of you, maybe you had, but I don't feel like they were your last current partner. Um, you know, and some of this energy is you manifesting it also from the Magician to the Ace of Cups. Here I am manifesting unconditional love. It's the love of the universe, of divine, your ancestors' love, but it's also the love of probably a person. But and again, it shows on top of the strength card, so that energy is like traveling up. As I overcome the beast, whether it be the beast within them and the beast within me, um, boom, it's like these aces show up. And the chariot, even after the tower. Like that tower, forget it. It's going to be like an old memory that it crumbles and falls. And the chariot is about taking this opportunity, this chance, to do my life in the way I want to do it. You know, the chariot is also the divine feminine, divine masculine. To me, so is the lover. So for some of you, this truly is a special connection. It may be your authentic person. Doesn't mean you have to be with them. Doesn't mean your life would be horrible if you're not. Not at all. You know, if I say no to something, well, something new will open up again. You know, it's I have the opportunity to say yes or no. I feel like the aces show anyways, and then it's me. Do I want to reach out and grab it, or maybe I don't? You know, I feel like you do though, especially with the chariot coming out. I definitely feel like you're really reaching out for this new opportunity. You know, over here, um, I just forgot what I was going to say. I was seeing a lot of horses all of a sudden. Someone may have a love for horses. These goldfish. Okay. What do I want to look at? I'm not ready to let you go yet. What do I want to look at? I think I'm going to look at this Knight of Cups a little deeper. Because this is about a cup that's coming in towards you. You know, you may, it's like, I don't know, I feel like I'm telling my story and I feel like it's falling on deaf ears. However, there's one person who hears my story and relates to my story. Um, you know, maybe I feel like other people think I'm crazy. But then there's that one person who, again, gets me, hears me. We have the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Interesting because we have the King of Swords down here. But she's also someone who cuts out what's not serving her. She's someone who has learned. She's the queen, so she has learned the lesson of living in my own authentic skin, not in someone else's idea of me, but who I am, who I truly am. I feel like she may even be the one who brings out this Ace of Swords, right? You know, I don't need all 7 people to get my perspective in the 7 of Wands. It's really just one, I feel. I mean, that can be even myself. So, you know, she's a person for some of you, but I feel like she's also the energy of, she's learning how to cut out what, you know, sometimes things seem important, but they're not. This is the movement within your own intuition. Paying attention to the signs, understanding that there's karmic lessons. Um, you know, I'm gonna feel like the wounded warrior, but and when I feel like that, I gotta remind myself that whatever experiences I have set forth for my soul to have, I've also set the plan in action for the healing. So I didn't just say give myself a lot of hard lessons this lifetime. Also, I put the ability to overcome, understand, and then move on from. You know, don't forget the Fool was here. I'm letting this new experience open up. I can't help but think it's bringing the Lovers. Again, this could just mean like-minded people for many of you. But with the Chariot here, I'm feeling the connection. And then the Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords. I don't know, guys. All right, what else do I want to look at? Excuse me. Let's look at the Knight of Wands over this King of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles. It's almost like I just replaced that King of Swords with the King of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And that may just be for some of you, but I do kind of feel like, you know, was this King of Swords, like, couldn't get it, responsible for some of these swords? He did come out when a lot of the other heavy swords came out. But over it, you have an energy of moving away from that, moving towards your own desires, right? Even if I'm starting at the beginning, King of Pentacles may be someone who I'm moving towards. We have to look at that. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Strength card. I have to tell you, if I feel like I've had this Ten of Pentacles, you know, that's a stable home. Maybe I was in this, I felt like I was in the Ten of Pentacles, but then boom, I'm in the Four of Pentacles where I feel like maybe I am alone here. Doesn't matter. If, you know, I feel like this is about it coming back again. Maybe this time, I don't know, it just feels very authentic. Maybe this time it's something that is based in a stronger foundation. A lot of aces, so a lot of beginnings. Talks about an abundant home. King of Pentacles is someone who sees the big picture. Maybe everybody else you're trying to explain things to or seeing a very limited picture. This king is someone who will see the big picture and understand that big picture. And this may be someone who just feels very steady, very stable in your life, where before didn't quite feel that, right? You're directly connected to this Ten of Pentacles, so I know this is you. She's looking up. She's looking up at that Ten of Swords. So again, it's showing us the ability to overcome really anything, right? And boom, don't forget about that Ace that pops out. After I overcome, boom, here's that Ace of Cups. Okay, okay. Let's just go quickly up to the King of Cups, and then I think I will leave it there. But let's take a look at him. Or her. Did we have the Queen of Cups? I feel like she also came out somewhere. Yeah, she's over here. We have the Star card. Okay, so, and below the Star card is also the Magician. So I kind of like that. I feel like this is someone who, much like the King of Pentacles, is entering in our life. And this could talk about someone who's much more open to true love, right? Doesn't feel limited by love. I feel like I may have been in with a karmic who they felt like love was a weakness and not a strength. Now I start to meet people who understand what love is all about and the importance of love on this journey. And I feel like, do I now have someone who's very stable, very open? The King of Pentacles is someone who can be very stable, but may not be very emotional. Well, the King of Cups coming out with, them two both coming out, would show me this is like both sides of that, much like the Chariot, both sides of it. So stable and loving. Not, I don't just get one. They're there, right? They're balanced. This is balance. Um, so, stars of your dreams. Again, I have dreamy energy down here, so I feel like this is saying that you have, that you can manifest. Um, and you even have, I mean, do you have to think about it? I don't know, because I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is saying that these seeds are coming to the surface, like their time is coming anyway. So it may be being very present in your energy, understanding that no matter where you were, you can manifest a new life for you, um, even a new partner, new opportunity. Be willing to learn what I can learn, seeking the knowledge of the Knight, of the Page of Pentacles, right? Seeing that. And I feel like wherever this takes you, it's also bringing you to where, people are truly people or a person is are truly seeing who you are, and appreciating that. I don't know that you had that in, let's just say, your last relationship. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there, or we're going to be extremely long. So let's go ahead and read Miracle for you. You asked for miracles, and they are given, even if you can't imagine how your present situation could be resolved. God's infinite wisdom contains the solution. This card offers reassurance that a miracle is manifesting for you and your loved ones. It appears in a completely unexpected way. Mother Mary offers you strength and support during this time. She is a source of great emotional comfort and healing. Lean upon her, especially if your faith wavers. Remember that God works with divine timing and may give you guidance as to the necessary steps for you to take to bring the miracle about. Well, so you can see how this reading strongly relates to that energy, right? Mother Mary helping to give you this strength to overcome, um, trusting in divine timing. Seven of Pentacles says that. Don't rush what's not fully developed yet. Allow it to come to the surface, fully develop, and then, then start to move into these aces. The signs will be given. Don't put expectations on how these aces must show and what type of package, and be open to divine's will, which is also your will, your soul's will. It's an agreement that you made. Again, do you have to take these aces? No, of course you don't. Um, should you? Well, I feel like it holds, a lot of experience. I feel it holds a lot of love, and I feel like it holds a lot of joy. And I feel like I have opportunities to take these aces and build them to the Ten of Pentacles. Real solid foundation within myself, within my home, within my people. Um, so it kind of, I feel like it's just showing us your journey, and, a new way to look at these past pains. I don't know. That's what I feel. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I love you so much. You know that. Thank you for your ongoing support of my channel through your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes. Welcome anyone who's new. So happy you're here. You found your soul family. Thank you for your donations. It keeps the channel alive. Um, And, thank you for the beautiful comments you give me, the love you give me. I feel it, and I return it tenfold back to you. So I hope you reach out and take some of these aces. The lovers is also part of that. But I feel like also you may be guided, or you may be feeling a pull towards learning something new that could open up in, um, what feels like true abundance. I have to tell you. I feel like this is you moving also into the big picture of things instead of just focusing on the towers. Allow the chariot to come in and listen. Again, the sky is the limit, so don't limit yourselves. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Bye bye.